Let's look into an excellent problem. Find the number of solutions of the equation 1 by x minus 1 plus 1 by x minus 2 plus 1 by x minus 3 plus so on 1 by x minus 2024 equal to 0. So no traditional ways of doing the solving the equations will help us in this particular question, but the calculus will help us. So let's call that LHS of this total equation as a function f of x. Now I want to find out whether the function is increasing or decreasing. So before we go for that, let's look into the domain of this function. What would be the domain? So domain of f would be r minus, because as the function is not defined, for every value 1, 2, 3, so on up to 2024. Now, what will happen at these points? At these points, the function is not defined. That means the function has the graph of f of x has asymptotes at these points. Okay. Then let us talk about monotonicity of the function. So for with that it can be calculated by f dash of x. F dash of x is minus 1 by x minus 1 whole square, minus 1 by x minus 2 whole square, minus 1 by x minus 3 whole square, so on minus 1 by x minus 2024 whole square. So if you observe that every term of this f dash of x is negative, because denominator is positive, not positive quantity, and numerator is negative. It's a totally f dash is negative for all x, okay, wherever it is defined. So f dash of x is negative. That means f is a decreasing function. F is a decreasing function. Then and also we can observe that as x tends to plus infinity, f of x will tend to 0. As x tends to minus infinity also, f of x will tend to 0. And at one of these values, x tends to one of these asymptotes, means x tends to 1, okay, x tends to 1, it will be f of x will tend to either plus infinity or minus infinity. Accordingly, f of x, that x is in the left neighborhood or right neighborhood. Now let us look at the graph of this function. As the function is a in decreasing function, as x tends to minus infinity, the graph is approaching 0, and as x tends to minus infinity, that value of f of x is also negative. Yeah, value of f of x will also be negative for x negative. So for all x negative, so the graph is approaching 0 from the left infinity, minus infinity, and at 1 it is going to minus infinity in the left neighborhood. In the right neighborhood it is going to plus infinity, and at left neighborhood of 2 going to minus infinity. Right neighborhood of 2 it is positive plus infinity, and left neighborhood of 3 it will be negative again. So same thing will be continued until 2024. Even 2023, between 2023 and 2024 also, it is a decreasing function. It is a decreasing function, and right side of 2024 it is coming from positive infinity, but as extends to infinity, since there are no other roots, it is going to 0. Now if you observe that carefully, what are the intersections, what are the solutions of this function? Means if there are no roots less than 1, there are no roots less than 1, the first root is obtained at between 1 and 2, second root is between 2 and 3, third root is between 3 and 4, like that last root will be between 2003 and 2004. So therefore the number of solutions, so we got a root between 1 and 2, a root between 2 and 3, and a root between 3 and 4, and so on, a root between 2023 and 2024. So the number of solutions Number of times the graph of f of x intersect x-axis is 2023. So number of solutions would be 2023. Thank you.